This video is about probability, so today we'll learn the basic probability. I hope it will be helpful to you. So how likely something is. Probability is how likely something is to happen. You might also hear it called chance. So probability is all about what are the chances of happening an event. Probability can be expressed in three forms. It can be expressed as a fraction, it can be expressed as a decimal, or as a percentage. You can also show probability on a probability scale. So what is probability? Probability or chance is how likely something is to happen. If something has a low probability, we call it is unlikely to happen. If something has a high probability, we call it is likely to happen. So let's say it's a very sunny day and there are no chances of rain, and so in that case I can say that it is unlikely to rain today. And on the other hand, if it's cloudy and there are chances, you can see that it will rain, so you can say it is likely to rain today. So we use these words in probability. Let's see an example here. Geeta has a spinner. So we see the numbers on the spinner. It's a 4, 3, 6, and 5. Okay. What is her chance of spinning? The numbers in the boxes below match each box to the correct word. One has been done for you, an odd number. There are even chance, they are saying. As we can see here, there are two odd numbers and total numbers are 4. 3 and 5 are odd numbers. So out of 4, there are two chances that it might land on an odd number. So now let's move on to the second one. What are the chances that it will land on a 2? Do we have a 2 here in the possible outcomes? All the outcomes we can see here are 3, 5, 4, and 6, and I can't see a 2. It means there are no chances that it will be a 2. It will land on a 2. So it's impossible to land on a 2. The last one says a number less than 10. So I can see here all the possible outcomes. It's a 4, 6, 3, and 5. All of these are actually less than 10. So it is certain that definitely it will land on a number less than 10. The language, again, let's learn more about the language. And the probability, as you should know, that probability is always between 0 to 1. Between 0 to 1. Same way in a fraction or in a decimal or in a percentage, it's between 0 to 100%. So let's see, for certain it's a 1, because something which is definitely going to happen, the sun is rising tomorrow. Even chance, which is 50%. In fraction, it's 1 out of 2. Getting tails when you toss a coin, not likely. 1 over 6, as it's an example, it can be 1 over 7, can be 1 over 9, can be 2 over 9. So depends. So rolling a 6 on a dice, you are throwing a dice, there's just one chance out of 6 chances that you might get a 6. And the last one, impossible. Rolling an 8 on a dice. You are throwing a dice and you are thinking for chances of scoring an 8, which is impossible, because on a dice you just have 1 to 6. An example. You can spin any number from 1 to 6 on this spinner. Write a number that is impossible to spin. And we know that you can write any number here which is not shown on the spinner. Any number which is less than 1, can be a 0, can be a -5, can be 7, can be 9, can be 12. Any number which you don't see on the spinner right now. Any number less than 1, and any number more than 6. Another example, you see some balls in this bag. These marbles are hidden in the bag. There are striped marbles, spotty, white, and gray. Which kind of marble is Pete most likely to pull out? According to me, it's the white marble he's most likely to pull out, because they are more in number. Explain how you know. Because they are more in number. They are more than any other ball. There are like I can see 6 white balls out of total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Out of 12, there are 6 marbles. Let's move on to the next slide. How to express probability. Probabilities are most commonly shown as fractions. The probability of getting tails when you toss a coin is 1 in 2 chances. There are 2 possible outcomes, heads and tails. So of scoring a tail, of getting a tail is just 1 because there's just one tail. So 1 out of 2. Probability of getting a 3 when you roll a dice is 1 because there is just one 3 in 6 chances, and there are total 6 outcomes. Like if you are throwing a dice, the possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 possible outcomes, and there is just one 3, so it's 1 out of 6. Can you tell me what the probability is as a fraction? Okay, let's answer. What is the probability of rolling a 4 with the dice? Pause the video and answer. So, rolling a 4 on a dice, the possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is just one 4, so it's one chance out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 6 chances. It's 1 out of 6. What is the probability of rolling an odd number with the dice? Again, with the dice we can see there are 1, 2, 3 odd numbers out of total possible outcomes are 6. I think we can simplify it by the table of 3. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6. It's 50% or 1 over 2 or half. A bag contains 7 buttons, 3 of them are green. What is the probability of picking a green button from the bag? They already gave us that 3 buttons are green, so there are 3 chances out of total buttons are 7 out of total 7 chances. That's the probability of picking a green button. A bag contains 3 red marbles and 5 green marbles. What is the probability of picking a red? We know there are 3 red marbles, so there are 3 chances that we might get a red one. Out of total marbles are 3 and 5 together 8, so 3 over 8 is the probability of picking a red marble. Probabilities can also be shown as decimals or percentages. The probability of getting tails when you toss a coin is 1 in 2 chances, as I told you in the previous question, which is half. You can also write it as a decimal, which is 0.5 or 50%. You must know how to convert a fraction into a decimal or percentage. If you want to learn more about it, you can see the link in the description and you will know how to convert them. A probability of 3/4 can also be written as 0.75 or 75%. Can you tell me what the probability is? This time they're asking the probability in decimal. So there are 2 possible outcomes, total outcomes when you flip a coin. It's head or tails. So what is the probability as a decimal of getting heads when you toss a coin? So there is just one head out of total 2 chances. So 1 out of 2 is actually half. We know it, so it's 0.5. Something that has an even chance of happening has a probability of what percentage? Even chance means as a fraction we know it's half, 1 out of 2 as for head. So if you write it in percentage, it's a 50%. A bag contains just 5 buttons, all of which are blue. What is the probability of picking a red button from the bag? Because there is no red button, all 5 of them are blue, so it's a 0. It's impossible to pick a red button from the bag. A bag contains 4 white buttons. How many black buttons must be added so there is an even chance of picking a white button? There are 4 white already, so we need even chances. So we need to bring 4 more black buttons to make it an even chance of picking up a white button. How to work out probability? As you have seen in the previous examples, you know how to do it now. Count up the total number of possible results, like total outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in case of a dice. Then count what you are looking for. Let's say you're looking for even numbers on a dice, so you are looking for 2, 4 or 6, which is here, 2, 4 or 6. Okay, so you have the probability of getting an even number. The chances are 3 out of the total number of chances are 6. 3 out of 6. Okay, now let's have a look on probability scale. There are some events given. So the sun will rise tomorrow. it will land where? Let's see. Oh, it will land on certain, because definitely it's going to happen tomorrow. You will live to be 500. Almost impossible, we know it. You spin a coin and get ahead. Even chances, 50%. You will see a bus on your way home. I think it is likely to happen. You will see an ambulance on your way home. Very rare chances, so it is unlikely to happen. Very useful information. In the end of this video, you will see many questions with playing cards. So there are 52 playing cards, 4 suits. 4 different types of playing cards are there. You can see here they are clubs, spade, diamond and heart. 13 cards in each suit. And another important information, on a regular dice there are 6 numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope this video is of help to you. There will be more videos on probability. You can find the links in the description. Please like, share and subscribe to support our channel. Have a nice day.